Yo, what's going on YouTube? How you guys doing? Welcome to a brand new video, and I just wanted to start off this video by saying thank you so much for the support on the videos. The past couple of days it's been insane. We've been getting shit tons of likes, shit tons of just general views. We've been getting at least a new subscriber every day for the past couple of days now, so yeah, thank you so much for that. But yeah, welcome to a tier list for consoles. Now keep in mind this is for consoles. I'm going to be doing this based off not just what the patch was when it was released, the brand new patch, which is OB65 I believe. So yeah, I'm not just going to be doing it like just based off that patch, but I'll also be including the aim patch that came and how that affected champions. So yeah, let's get into this. So we're going to start off with Androxus. Now Androxus was still alright. He's definitely still a good pick if you can play him, but with the aim and his cards being a little bit at the moment, I just don't see him being very viable really. Like I don't see why you'd pick him over like a Cassie or a Charlene or something like that, but I don't know. I'd probably put him in something like a minus, something like that. I don't know. Just because he's still decent, but he's not, you know, he's not too good where he was. Like you can still use him and he'd still be like somewhat decent. Right, so Ashe, definitely SS tier, 100%. There's no debating it. Ashe's slug shot is just way too good. Even with this new patch, like you still don't really need to aim much with Ashe. Oh my god, her new the new slug shot legendary, just she's still really good. So if you're looking for a decent front line to play that's not too hard to play, just use Ashe because she's so stupidly good, it's unreal. So yeah, there you go. Alright, Barik. Oh, I'm sorry Barik, as much as I love you, you're gonna have to go down to about the C. I would put you as like a D, but I don't think you're that bad. But oh Barik, I'm so sorry my friend, but Barik is just pretty much useless. I'm so close to putting him in the D actually, just because he is that bad. He really is generally that bad right now, this patch. Like he's just useless. Like you don't even see Barik picked in casuals anymore. Like Barik is just unheard of. He's just not picked at all by anybody. So yeah, I'm actually gonna go ahead and move Barik down to D just because he just doesn't get used ever, because his ability is just that good. Everything's just not good really, there's nothing goes in Barik's favour really. Right, so Bomb King, So Bomb King's new ability with his new legendary card, definitely I'd say maybe an A+. Let's go ahead and put him in A+. Maybe even higher to be honest. I'll put him in S- because his new ability just makes him so easy to play, and he did have a bit of a glitchy time a couple of weeks ago where he couldn't like blow up his bombs properly, but that's fixed now I think, and he's all good now. But you know, Bomb King's easy to play pretty much. Yeah, no, he's good there. I was gonna move him up again, but no, he's still really good there. It's just, you know, his new legendary card is just, most people aren't going to be able to outplay Bomb King at this point, because his blast radius is so big that, you know, you're going to do damage pretty much no matter where you are. It's good. It's a really good legendary card. Makes Bomb King a lot more fun to play, I guess. Obviously it makes him a lot easier as well. But yeah, it's actually generally somewhat fun. So yeah, if you want to go play the new Bomb King legendary, I would 100% recommend you do that. Alright, so we got Big Boy Buck. So I'm gonna put that just above, just under actually Bomb King, because as somebody that plays Buck quite a lot, I'd definitely say that Buck is a lot harder to use now with the new aim system. Like it's stupid hard to aim with Buck now on this new aim system. It's really hard. It's quite hard with the new aim system to aim with Buck. Even though he's got shards that come out, it's still pretty hard to hit directly, where to the point where you'd be getting like 800 a shot. But apart from that, Buck is still really good. He's still got his bulk up card. He's got his new legendary card, Bucking Wild, which is again quite a good card. So yeah, the book is overall just is a comfort pick in my eyes. He's like, if there's something that you just want to get the job done, then Book's there. You know what I mean? Book can get the job done. He can get in and he can get out. Still very useful, obviously, if you can control your aim. Like all of these champions, obviously you're gonna have to be able to control your aim. You're gonna have to figure out around the aim system. It's so confusing right now to just get a good aim. I know, but trust me, eventually you'll get there. I'm starting to get there. A lot of other people are starting to get there and adjusting to it. So, you know, it just takes a little bit of time, but eventually you'll get there. Right, so Cassie. So I would put her in S plus, but 100% SS. Still the damage that she does is just way too much damage. It's not even fair. And if you've like I said, if you've adjusted to your aim, it doesn't change the fact that of what she was when before. She just straight destroys. Cassie is just definitely SS tier, 100%. Anybody that argues just doesn't know what they're doing, because Cassie is just, with that new legendary card, Just Breathe, it's not even, like, next patch maybe she gets nerfed. I think like next patch, where it probably degraded down to probably about an S or an S plus, but that's still high. That is still pretty high. That's still pretty viable. So yeah, but 100%, if you go to a comp game and you don't see a Cassie in your game, someone's not doing something right, basically. Right, so Drogo. So based off how easy blasters are to play now, I'm gonna put Drogos in AA. Actually, I'm gonna move. Ooh, nah, actually, no, I'll keep Drogos there. But with how easy blasters are to play right now, because of this whole current aim thing going on, Drogos is actually let's go ahead and move Drogos up to A plus, because he's actually really good, easy to use. He's actually good at the moment. Obviously, he's got his downgrade to like his high hitter stuff that he can go in, but that doesn't really change much when you're dealing like maybe 1,000 damage with a salvo, and nobody can kill you because they can't aim in the sky without flicking around the controller and shooting at the stars. So you know, Drogos is definitely up there for a lot of people. He's definitely up there for me. I've been enjoying playing him right now, because it's just, blasters are easy to play. The aim's just pretty much the same. It's all nice basically for blasters. Blasters are having a good time. If you're playing a hit scan, something like Vivian or Victor or Cassie, somewhere where you have to sit there and actually take your time. Cassie's not really much of a, yeah, shut up. But yeah, Cassie, you have to sit and take your time, and that can be a little hard. Sorry, I just kind of punched my mic. But that can be a little bit hard when, you know, you've got people shooting at you and you have to try rush out bullets and stuff. But yeah, this next one is Evie. Now, she's probably gonna go join Barrack down here, because she's just got so many bugs right now. It's, oh my god, and she's just so squishy. And unless you're like an Eevee masters, like say maybe Nat or something, where Nat can pick up an Eevee and just destroy, because Nat has a play style of Eevee that nobody else plays with, where most people that play Eevee are just absolutely trash with her. I've tried playing Eevee. I tried to make a video of her, and I was going to be like, oh, it's going to be good, I'm going to absolutely destroy it. No, I'm not going to absolutely destroy it all at all. I'm going to get destroyed. But yeah, Eevee is just, yeah, she's not good. She's not good at all. But as for Fernanda is a very good frontline right now. Fernando's definitely picked every comp game 100%. Fernando is so good, super strong, super duper strong. Like he's good. He's really good. He's just always been Fernando. You know what I mean? He puts his shield up, does the work, and when needs to, he can deal a good bit of damage. It's basically all Fernando is, and that's all he's ever been. And that's what he still is. He's still just a really good pick. So Fernando definitely up there. Let's actually go ahead and move him down with the Bomb King. But next we got Grok. Let's go ahead and put Grok up at the yes. There is literally, even in casual, I see Grok every single game, and that's because he's just really good at the moment. He does a good amount of healing, and pretty much his only counter is a Willow, and nobody really plays Willow ever. So most people just are countering Grok's totem. And just it's you know, he does a good bit of healing, he does a good bit of damage now. He's very reliable to get away from stuff. It's just, Grok is really good. That's all I could say really about Grok. Obviously he did get a little bit of a nerf this patch, but it doesn't really matter because he's still Grok, you know what I mean? He's still really, really good. So it's not quite the SS to the S plus tier where he was just completely unkillable, but he's definitely still good, 100%. But then next we got Grover, so let's go ahead and put Grover in the B. Now, I'm basing that solely off as a healer, so Grover, I'm going to base Grover's ability here in this tier list as a healer. Now, Grover is not a very good healer. You have to be very, very close with him. Obviously, you've got the passive health, which can be nice. It can be nice, don't get me wrong. But most Grover players don't do that. Most Grover players sit and choose the scaling option. Now, if people were to sit and prove me wrong about the healing here, that'd be useful. But then people pick the scaling one and don't even do well unless it's people like TJ that I've seen play Grover where they absolutely destroy with it because they actually know how to aim. They actually know how to play Grover in a damage build or even in a healing build. I've seen TJ play Grover in a healing as like a healer, and he did good there. Just when people, whenever I see random people pick up Grover, they just don't do well. And I've played Grover a good couple of times, and he just doesn't feel, to me anyway, viable. It doesn't feel like he's someone that you'd go out your way to play in like a com game or in a scrim or something like that. Grover's just something that you wouldn't pick at all. You'd pick him as a healer if it was the last possible healer you could pick. So yeah, he's really not that big of a guy on console. I don't know if he's something on PC. I don't really follow the PC meta, but for console he's just not a thing really. Right, so we got an Ara. I'm definitely gonna go pop her in the A- section just because. Actually, let's go ahead and boost her up with the S, because if you put an Ara and Grok on the same team, oh my god, it's not even fun. It is so unfair. It is unreal. Now, it just doesn't do anything. Like, she can't be killed at certain points. She's just comboed with Grok. She is just so good. And even if she's not with Grok, and you've got just say a Maldamba or a Ying, something, she's still super good. She's still super tanky. She has so many ways of defending herself, like blocking stuff off, stuns, slows, being able to reduce your attack by 50% and stuff like that. It's insane. Just Nara is just super good, and then having an ultimate as well, where a mass stun for like a good 3 or 4 seconds. It's just, she's really good. So I'm gonna say she's just super good. Definitely a front line that most people do pick up. Now, just because this is my main Genos, I'm not going to go ahead and place him in the fucking SS tier or some shit. I'm going to pop him actually here with Grok, because he is literally just like a Grok as well. He is a mad healer. He can do so much healing. He has an ability that allows him to escape. I'd have put him in the S plus tier if it wasn't for the nerf to his Stellar Wind, where there was where they added a 2-second cooldown. If they didn't have that, I would have definitely put him in the SS tier. Not the SS tier, the S plus tier, sorry. So, he'd have been a bit better, but because of that nerf, I'm going to have to put him down to the S tier. Just because he's still, probably one of the best healers, without a doubt. He can still do a damn ton loads of damage. If you can aim, you have to adjust your aims and stuff, obviously. But he can still do a whole damn load of damage and stuff, but definitely noticeable with that Stellar Wind nerf. If you're trying to get away from, say, like a book or something, you kind of need that to jump off something. And as soon as you get let go, and because if people don't know, you fall slower while Stellar Winding. So most people let go of the Stellar Wind, and then you Stellar Wind straight away again to get out of there. And they added a cooldown, so you can't do that now. So you have to wait 2 seconds. So that definitely makes getting away from things a little bit harder for Genos. So yeah, it's kind of a noticeable nerf. You might think it's not, but it kind of is. But yeah, anyway, next Kinessa. Now, due to this whole aim situation, I'm gonna go ahead and put her in A, because she has become so much easier to play. She has one of the biggest hitboxes. She has one of the biggest damage potentials. So yeah, Kinessa is just so much easier to play during this entire thing. She's so much nicer to play. She's feels nicer in a way. For some reason, she actually feels nicer than everybody else. Like, it feels like real jiggy to play with the new aim system on a lot of people. But when you play with Knessa, it actually feels nice. It feels comfortable. I don't know what it is. Nat's picked up on it. I've picked up on it. A couple of other people have picked up on it. But Knessa is just really, really good at the moment. She's definitely meta. 100%. If you can aim, you can get kills with Knessa. If you've got fast reaction times, you can get killed with Knessa. 100%. Knessa is really, really good on the console at the moment. So yeah, keep that in mind, people. She still can get flanked easily, but if you use your abilities right, and you're aware of your surroundings, you have a little bit of game sense, you've got some decent reaction time, you should be able to get away from a lot of flankers, and maybe turn the tables and stuff on them. So yeah. Alright, so Lex. Lex, you're probably gonna go down to C, mate. Sorry, but you're just not used ever. And if I'm wrong, if someone feels different about that, then the same goes with every of these champs. If anyone feels different at all, you can definitely question me in the comments. Like, that is 100% up for discussion. You guys can, if you feel like I've said something wrong, you can definitely 100% try correct me or validate a different opinion. You're more than welcome to do that. But for Lex, I just don't see him ever used ever, really. He just doesn't really do much at the moment. Just gonna be brutally honest. Like, he does like a small bit of damage, not too much, really. I mean, sure, he can destroy you if he gets close, but he has to be literally in your face, and a lot of people aren't gonna let you get directly in their face. You know what I mean? Especially when pretty much most champions have an escape ability. You know what I mean? Like for Ashes or Ramarin Ban, I can't even say the name. The battering rat, I can't even say the name. For casters, it's dodge roll. For Grok, it's ghost walk. Genos, stellar wind. Inara doesn't have one, but Bum King does with his pop bomb. For Fernando, it's his dash. So most champions do, and obviously Lex has his, which is his combat slide. But still, it's just, I don't know. I don't see him picked ever. His ultimate's not that very good, considering as well that most players don't really know how to play him. So you gotta get someone below, is it 60% or 40% health or something like that. Basically, you'll know because there'll be a white little bar at the end of their health bar, and you'll be able to tell that you can ult them. But if they've got that little white bar, it'll kill them. Basically, that's all I'm saying. But yeah, so Lex just doesn't do much for me in my eyes. I don't see him used a lot at all, really. Alright, so next is Lian. Now, Lian went from being an SS to an S+ to this brand new aim system to probably taking her down to about here, because wow, is she? You may think, oh, she's good to play. She's got her 2 ultra aim abilities. No, just fuck off. No, she just doesn't. Like, Lian's unless you've conquered this aiming system, don't even bother to play Lian. I'm being brutally honest here. If you're still struggling to aim during this, if you're not somewhat adjusted to it, don't even play Lian. Don't even think about playing Lian, because you are just not gonna have a fun experience to the point where you might even end up raging. You'll stop playing the game, and you know what I mean. It might kill your love for the game. I don't know, but Lian, just don't even risk it, because unless you've mastered this aim or you're somewhat decent with it, you're just not gonna do much with Lian, because she just isn't really. I mean, she does do a sugar ton of damage. Don't get me wrong, but that, once again, you have to aim for that, and a lot of people can't aim right now. So yeah, that is, it's kind of a win-win if you can aim. Kind of a win-loss, sorry. So if you can't aim, you're not gonna do well with her at all. And I know that's kind of ironic, considering she's got 2 auto aim abilities, but her third ability, you still need to aim in the general direction for that, and it's quite hard. Don't get me wrong, I've tried it loads. I've tried to play Lian, and on the new aim system, it just doesn't work, considering she's a single fire gun. So it doesn't at all work really. I'm just gonna tell you right here, if you can't aim, don't even bother with it. Alright, so Maeve. So I'm not no Nat, so I don't really play Maeve. I don't really understand like Maeve's how she plays. I don't understand how Maeve's play, how pro Maeve's play. I've watched how Nat plays, and Nat doesn't really play Maeve anymore, but I think he thinks that she's still alright. I don't really know. But just to be safe, I'm gonna go ahead and put her in the S+. Just because I still think she's a good mad damage dealer, like absolute mad damage dealer. I can still get destroyed by a Maeve if she's got good aim. You know what I mean? So she's definitely still up there. But I don't actually have a clue for Maeve, so I'm just gonna put her in somewhere safe like that, like an A+. She might be higher, she might be lower. I have no clue. But I'm just going to put it somewhere safe like that, just because every now and again I can see people destroy with Maeve, and then on other hands I can see people just absolutely get wrecked with the Maeve. So yeah, I don't know like at all really. So yeah, I'm just going to place her there out of unknownness. Alright, basically, yeah, Alright, so Makoa, definitely S+. 100% S+. Makoa, if you can get them hooks, it's especially with the new David Jones locker ability. I got it used on me the other day, like during what's it called, the map, the one that was made for Ruckus, Splitstone Quarry. There we go. A Makoa hooked my Ruckus in, killed my Ruckus into the fidget spinner drill, and then hooked me into the fidget spinner drill, and I was just like, wow, okay, sure. But yeah, so David Jones lock is really good, and apart from that, it's Makoa in it. Being able to hook somebody from such a distance and pull them into your team has always been a thing. It's always been a good thing as well. He's got his ability which just instant restores health. You know, his ultimate. So Makoa's just always been a really good comfort pick. He's always been a good aggressive frontline really. So Makoa is always probably going to be in that S to S plus to minus S tier-ish type thing. He's always going to be high on the boards really. Now Maldamba is probably one of the highest, if not the best, healing capabilities ever in Paladins. He has the most healing potential out of every champion, out of every support champion ever. Whilst that is not up for debate. But a lot of people found it hard to aim with Maldamba before the aiming patch. So see where I'm going with this. With the new aiming patch, Maldamba is just wow, he's so hard to play. It is unreal. So for that, I'm gonna put Maldamba over here. And I know it's just on, like, I know PC player people are just like, wow, you absolute spoon. But for consoles, Maldamba, it just isn't used ever, like ever. When you've got someone like a Grok or a Genos on the table, or even a Ying for example, people just do not pick Maldamba. He's so hard to play on console, it is unreal. Like, Maldamba just can't be played on console. It's not for debate really. So with Moji, right, so on release Moji was not really that good. She was semi decent, but with this new patch to the aim and everything, it makes Moji kind of like reign superiority over other flanks. So I'm gonna put Moji there just because loads of people probably face passing, but just listening to face palming, but just listen to what I have to say. So with her new abilities, she has, right, get this, she has no reload time. She can just hold down forever, aim in a general direction, and do like 300 damage per shot. And because people can't aim and kill you properly, Moji just gets them kills without a doubt. Because the only reason Moji wasn't that good before is because people could burst her down from a distance and stuff easily. But Moji is able now to get in close with you and just do that damage because nobody can aim properly. So yeah, Moji's, as much as it pains me to say, is somewhat actual decent at the moment. She's definitely a high pick for flanks. And I know she's not really a fun champion to play. I mean, coming from somebody who's got to level 12, But the only reason I got her to level 12 is just because I was just like, oh, it's a new champion, so I might as well. But she's really, I don't know, she's like a type champion, but because of this whole scenario that we're going through at the moment with consoles, kind of luckily just made her like a thing, really, and a pretty good thing. And plus you can play heal emoji as well, which I've proven in a previous video is actually a viable thing. So yeah. So next we have Pip. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put big boy Pip here with A, just because, you know, I don't really play Pip at all really, so I don't really know from personal experience. But Pip, he can do a lot. He can do damage, he can do the heals, and he can get away. So overall he's a pretty comfort pick really for healers. Not somewhat you'd go to first pick. Like he's kind of like a backup healer, but he's still, you know, he holds his own considering how much of a bad reputation he has. Pip actually holds his own and is actually somewhat decent. So yeah. Alright, so Ruckus, after his new fix to his guns, so he doesn't, you know, stop anymore after shooting. I'm gonna go ahead and put him in the S- tier just because it's Ruckus. You know what I mean? He does the damage. He can dash away. He can advance away. Sorry, and that's it. Really, Ruckus is just always been Ruckus. He's a good champion. Just overall, pretty tanky. Not very good for a solo tank. So don't ever put Ruckus on your team as a solo tank thinking that he's gonna do well, because Ruckuses just don't play like that. Ruckuses play like a damage. Or anybody that knows how to play Ruckus, anyway. So yeah, Ruckus isn't really a tank, he's more of a damage. He just has that tank line because of how big of his HP he is. So yeah, Ruckus definitely a comfort pick. But for Ceres, I'm going to go ahead and put A+, because actually no, we're going to put her down to A with Pip, just because she does, you know, she's good for healing on single targets. Like if you want to pocket heal, say a Ruckus or a Torvald or a Fernanda or something like that, she's good for like a backup healer. Never really too good for a single healer unless you've got the right setup where she has like a 1 cooldown every time, 1 second cooldown, which is mad. I don't know if you can still get that actually, because I don't really play Ceres anymore, but yeah, so Ceres is really like just a meh champion. She can still do mad heals, in which obviously that gets completely countered out late game when they have Cauterize, just because then Ceres does pretty much next to nothing for healing. So yeah, early game Ceres is good because she does mad healing. Just later game Ceres is not too good because she doesn't do mad healing, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. So Charlene, definitely S-, because Charlene 100% has always been big guy with his, you know, big hitboxes, absolute mad damage. Like Charlene is just a good overall champion. If you can aim, you can do good with Charlene. That's all I'm trying to say, basically. That's all I can say with Charlene. Right, so Skye went from being a SS tier, from like an SS to like an S+, to all them like the high ranks, to probably being about here with a B, just because of how her cards changed. So if you guys didn't know, Decrepify with a legendary card that she had at the time as well, not a legendary card, just a regular card. I can't remember what it was called, but it was basically like Cauterize 3 at the start of the game, or Cauterize 2 or something like that at the start of the game, plus Decrepify, which would just absolutely destroy your health. So yeah, Skye was just a really like OP champion during one patch for consoles. And that's not just saying because no one knows how to counter it at the start of the games, because a lot of people don't. A lot of people complain, oh, Skye's too good because nobody knows how to counter it at the start of the game. Just buy fucking Illuminate, that's it. But yeah, she's kind of went from being like super OP to just a meh champion again, to someone that you'd use for a laugh. You know what I mean? She's not really someone that you pick anymore in high comp. Like I was picking Skye in scrims. A lot of people were picking Skye in scrims just because of how much damage she did. She was actually insane. But she's just not picked up anymore. So yeah, that's just, oh god. But yeah, that's just a thing now. So yeah. Alright, so Strix, probably there, just because of his new legendary card for his pistol. You can do mad damage with the flare, and you can just destroy like flanks and stuff with the flare if you can hit it. And you know the pistol does that pretty good damage already if you spam it and you got a good trigger finger while also aiming. His sniper does pretty good, so he's not kind of on par with Kinessa, but he's definitely somewhat okay if you can aim. Basically with like any sniper really, you just gotta be able to aim and have pretty fast reactions and know your surroundings and stuff really. But yeah, it's a pretty basic breakdown to be honest. So next we have Talos. Talos 100% still absolutely up there with the flanks, 100%. If you use him like you did with the other stuff, Talos is really good damage. He's really good at getting around. He's good at single target, you know, bursting down. He's good, basically. So I'm trying to say, he's good, really. You can get away from loads of stuff. It's just Talos, isn't it? Just big boy Talos. He knows what he's doing. He goes on the field. He does what he needs to get. He does what he needs to do, and then he's out basically. Right, so we have Terminus. Let's go ahead and put him in the A+, just because of his melee. And I know you're probably thinking, oh, because of the new aim system, nobody can hit Terminus. But his hitbox, is just because he's such a big character. His hitbox is just so big that it doesn't really matter. And people don't really, pick. Well, people do pick Terminus. It's just with him being a melee champion, he's just so hard to. He's still like a good nuisance champion. Like you can use him and he can just be there and he can be a nuisance and he can annoy the other team. He can just be all in their face and stuff. And that's kind of what Terminus is. He doesn't really, apart from that, do much else because you have to be super close with him to hit them with your axe. Your charge blasters don't really do much. Yeah, you can you're immune to damage for a certain amount of time, and as soon as that goes down, you just usually get burst down completely, utterly fast. So yeah, it's just not really, that good to be honest. Right, so thanks Grandpa, probably gonna put in the S+ because of that thanks Grandpa card. So big bad Torvald 100% S+ because the thanks Grandpa is just. It's so good. It's insane. What is it? I think it's 4 seconds shield, and you get complete CC immunity. That is insane. You don't understand. That may not sound like a long time, but if you're 1v1ing someone, then 4 seconds of a 2000 shield and CC immunity is insane. You're 100% winning that 1v1 unless you are a spaz. So yes, definitely a very good champion. And then Torvald can hold his own obviously as well. He's always been able to hold his own. So that's just Torvald really. Right, so next Tyra, I'm gonna put her in the S- tier just because her cripple. The cripple is insane. That burn monster is just insane. If it does, if you're a flank and she uses that on you and it hits you and you're in the center, you're not getting out. I'm sorry, you're not. You can't use any of your abilities to get away. Its damage is too much. Tyra is she's just that burn monster is so good. It's unreal. It's such a good card. And then obviously you got Tyra's actual damage if you can somewhat aim with Tyra. And put the hunter's mark on and it's just Tyra. That's all I can say really. It's just Tyra. New legendary card. Yeah, Tyra. Alright, so next we got Big Boy Victor. I'm gonna go ahead and put him in the A+ tier just because he's the champion that everybody's used to. Say someone comes over from Call of Duty or something. That's the first champion they'll play, and it's the familiar one, so people know how to play him just from the get-go. So he does good bits of damage. Obviously with the new aim, it's kind of hard. So a lot of people still pick the hipfire one, where honestly I'd recommend that you go for the grenade one, the brand new one, where it increases his area of effect by 40% and gives an extra 250 damage or something. I'd definitely 100% recommend that one because it just feels better. It just feels so much nicer. And if you've got a card, if you've got a setup where it reduces the cooldown of your card and of your grenades and stuff, you can literally just spam grenades and it feels so nice to just get them big numbers every 10 seconds. And yeah, the Victor is just really good for grenades and stuff. don't get me wrong, you can still hold his own in a 1v1 with guns if you can aim and stuff. It's just more of his grenades at the moment. He just kind of sits back and spams his grenades. Kind of how Victor plays at the moment. That's how I play Victor at the moment anyway, because I'm still trying to adjust to the aim systems and stuff anyway. So yeah, that's how I play Victor at the moment anyway. Alright, so Vivian went from being an SS to getting absolutely nerfed to the ground to the point where she was like a she's probably like an A right here. She still does good bits of damage, don't get me wrong. She still does quite a bit of damage. She just isn't as good as she was. Like, if you can aim and you can do stuff like that, obviously you need to aim. You need to be able to aim somewhat okay-ish with most of these champions, but with Vivian, you don't really need to aim, to be honest, because she can still do pretty big damage numbers, just not as what there was before. So that's the only reason she's in the A. You don't really need to aim much with Vivian, but apart from that, she's not really that good anymore. So yeah. Alright, so Willow. I'm gonna actually surprisingly put Willow in the same class as Vivian, and I know a lot of people are just like, are you fucking insane? But Willow's seedlings and her dead zone, and because blasters are just easy to play at the moment, actually surprisingly is actually really like semi decent, and she can definitely 100% hold her own. Like that is 100%. Like, coming from me, I personally think you can hold her own without a problem, because Willow just does. You know what I mean? I made a video the other day, and I didn't upload it. You guys haven't seen it yet. But I've made a video the other day, literally with Willow, just absolutely fucking destroying, because Willow's actually somewhat decent at the moment. Her legendary, not a legendary, actually yeah, her legendary is where her ceiling does more. Is very useless, useful, sorry. Her damage is somewhat okay as well from the blasts that her flower produces. I don't really know what her weapon's called, but yeah, so she's actually somewhat decent. Just give her a try, you know what I mean? She's actually somewhat decent. That's coming from someone that absolutely despised Willow. So yeah. Alright, so next we have Ying. I'm gonna put Ying in the A plus tier, just because she's very good at healing right now. With her new legendary card, you can definitely, you know, be a good healer, 100%. And she, obviously, if you don't and you just pick the focusing lens, he's still, you know, he's somewhat good for the damage. There, I mean, I uploaded a video not long back of me getting probably my fastest annihilation ever with Ying, and just that's because of focusing lens. Focusing lens is actually really good. A lot of people don't notice how good Ying can actually be if played correctly. So yeah, Ying is a very good champ, don't get me wrong. She definitely doesn't stand up to someone like a Genos or a Grok, you know, on parts for healing, but she definitely is a alright healer as well as a okay damager, you know what I mean, and she's good at holding her own in a way. So yeah, definitely worthy of an A+ in my opinion. Alright, so next we have Big Boy Xin, which I'm going to go ahead and put in the S tier. Now, I know a lot of you guys are like, why? But, oh my god, Xin is so good right now, it is unreal. Because he has such big hitboxes because of the spread of his weapon. Oh my fucking god, and his damage is actually amazing for a flank. So, yeah, just Xin is really fucking good. If you haven't tried it, just play Xin and you'll understand why. It's hard to explain, but just play Xin and you'll understand why, trust me. Right, so that has been my tier list for Paladins, Paladins consoles, OB65 I think it is. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed, if you enjoyed, then go ahead and leave a like. If you disagree with me on any of these placements, feel more than welcome to question me about it in the comments. I'm open to criticism, obviously. I'm not 100% say you're like, no, this is 100% final. So I am open to criticism if anyone's like, want to be like, fam, shut the fuck up, this goes there, and explain. As long as you've got a good point and stuff like that, then I'll listen to you. But yeah, thank you for watching. If you sat and watched this entire thing, I don't know how long this is going to be. It's gonna be about a 40-minute video, so that's a long time. But yeah, so if you guys enjoyed that, go ahead and leave a like, and yeah, if you could hit that subscribe button as well, that would be awesome. But yeah, I'll see you guys in a little bit later in a brand new video. Peace.